Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the week of February 17th to the 23rd, or whenever you happen to find it and it resonates with your situation. Because everybody's progressing and moving in different rates and different rhythms. I think different rhythms is better. Anyway, the image that I got for you, Sagittarius, was very funny to start with. And it was you sitting at a picnic table, but it was a picnic table at a fair of some kind, or like a summer gathering, barbecue picnic table with red gingham, and you're eating a cob of corn. But you're eating a cob of corn and you're eating it really, really quickly, and it's like really into it. Then you look up, it's like you're missing a tooth. You were eating so vigorously on that cob of corn that you didn't even know you'd eaten your own tooth. Or maybe it had fallen out in the plate. But you lost your tooth and you didn't even know in the process of eating the corn and losing your tooth that you had lost it until you came up for air to kind of look around. So I'm looking at that, and then the song that popped into my head was Ease On Down the Road from the musical The Wiz. And ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load? Why don't you ease on down the road? And the words go on. I checked the lyrics, and the words go on basically to say, you know, when you feel like it's one step forward and three steps back, when you wake up and, you know, you think you're losing your mind and all of that stuff. So it's really very much for me a reminder, in conjunction with the lost tooth and the cob of corn, slow down, ease on down the road. That's the feeling that I'm getting with you. Now, of course, Sagittarian, this will not be for all of you. This will not be for everybody in the Sagittarian collective. So if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, that's okay. Check your rising sign. Maybe that one does. What I'm getting here is the first card that I pull is power. So it's reminding you where your power comes from. And now the corn cob is making sense to me. Okay, think of power as an energy radiating from the center of your being in a 360-degree radius. It's wise, is connected to your higher mind, and connects you to all possibilities. It guides you along the best route, however circuitous, for the highest good of all concerned. Okay? Think of force as an energy that is generated by your personality. It extends from your mind in a horizontal line and is projected in one direction by a mind that sees limited options. Insistence on having a specific outcome may blind the mind to better options. It may be logical, but not wise. Force is ego-directed and is usually with a predetermined goal. Power is soul-directed and self-correcting. So this is what I'm feeling with you guys, is that it's a reminder, whatever you're in, that the eating of the corn was just, it was fast. It was like, that's when you lost your tooth. The ease on down the road. It's step back for whatever thing you are trying to push through, to get through. You're being told here, you're going to be better off if you stop trying to force it with your logical mind and try to anticipate or force or stress over a particular outcome. Can you stand back and move into that core of yourself, which has that inner wisdom, and lean into higher energy like gratitude, trust, moving into that idea that your real power is coming from another part of you other than your logical brain. Move into your heart, move into gratitude, move into the opening to the universe, to the divine place, and allow yourself to really check in every time you start going into must fix, must do, what am I going to do, how am I going to handle that, what's going to happen. Step back, ease on down the road, put the corn cob down, look around at the fair, enjoy some sights, because beyond this feverish corn cob, there's all this beautiful stuff going on. Feverish corn cob, that made sense. Feverish eating of the corn cob. There's all this lovely nature around, and there's plenty of beautiful things that are happening. Not lots and lots, but nice things around you to focus on. And that's what you're being asked to do. Put the cob down. Stop being so desperate and allow yourself to step back, look at what's around you. And when you find yourself not able to do that, check in, stop and breathe, intervene for yourself and say, okay, what am I thinking now that is taking me into that feverish direction? How can I shift that? How can I take a breath? And as I take a breath, how do I notice it shifting? Where can I move it? And why do I want to stay in that kind of thinking process? Is there a sense of, if you slow down, that things are going to collapse? Because sometimes that's why we keep just going so fast. It's really asking you to, you get the clear and clean, you get the stop and allow card. It's very much got this feel to me of clear, clean, open space. Get out of your head. Look around you for nice things. Whenever you find yourself going into that place, move into the energy of gratitude, because gratitude, by saying thank you, what you do is you automatically start guiding your consciousness towards things that are positive. So as soon as you start with the intention of being grateful, your mind is going to come up with things that you can be grateful for, and that is going to lift your energy, okay? It's not woo-woo. It's actually like energetic and chemically based. Try to change things up. If you're in a rut or in a pattern around something that has got you in that feverish eating the corn cob way, try to look at it in a different way. Take a different approach to it. If it's something where you get up, for example, if it's something in the stock market and your thing is to get up and look at it now and look at it then and look at it then, you know what? Maybe take your computer, go out onto the deck if it's warm enough, or shift your position so that you're looking at it in a different way. Drink your coffee while you're looking at it, or don't drink your coffee while you're looking at it. Basically, change some habits, especially if they're around the thing that is disturbing you. Just really make an effort to just do it differently. And it doesn't have to be big differently. It can be little differently, okay? It might be that you have a conditioned response to a particular person or a particular situation. Well, you know what? Put it into your mind. You're going to have a different response. That's all. Just little things. The other thing that we're getting here for you, oh, there you go. It's faith. Okay? It is definitely faith. So I think what's really wonderful about this card, and you see that breath that I took, that's just like, that is that ease on down the road. That is leaning into gratitude. That is that sense of just like, get it out of your mind so much. Faith is a process, a creative evolution. Faith is linked to the internal experience of spirituality rather than the external experience of religion. Faith develops as we move inwards into deepening self-awareness and the understanding of our own spirit. And that, again, is going perfectly with the power card, okay? Because this is telling you, you know where your power comes from. It's from inside. And that, however difficult this is, and it is, it's always a little bit easier, I find, to say to myself, okay, everything that I have, if I really operate on the belief that I'm here to grow in consciousness, then every experience I go through, whether it's comfortable or deeply uncomfortable, painful even, it gives me the opportunity to learn something. Now, how is our faith developed? It's by going inward. We learn by watching ourselves, by understanding what our behaviors are, what our responses are, by understanding what the methods of our mind and the mechanisms of our mind are, and learning how to work with that and change that. This is your opportunity to lean into the understanding of power coming from that deeper part of yourself. This is where you grow inside, okay? This is where whatever this situation is allows you to grow inside. Open with gratitude, okay? Open with gratitude, perhaps humor. Open with gratitude. Clear and clean. Clean things out, change things up, check in with yourself when you go down that road, and prayerfully. There you go. You've got faith, power, prayerfully, gratitude. Okay? I'm going to read prayerfully because it's super important with this one. This can mean actively praying or invoking the support of a divine presence. Alternatively, it can mean letting your mind and actions reflect an attitude of acceptance of, or at least the possibility of, a higher power which is there to guide you. It could be maintaining an awareness of something sacred or mystical and acting with the acceptance that it is present even in the most seemingly mundane activities or most difficult. You choose all. So that again is reminding you this is an experience of growth, of spirituality. Lean into the understanding that the sacred, the divine is present in all things, and remind yourself of that. When you find yourself stepping out of that, check in. Check in with this, okay? Go prayerful again. That's it, my lovely Sagittarians. Take care.